Hello, assalamu alaikum. I am Ismail Hassan Shohan. Hope you all are doing really great. Today, I'm being here to share some of my little experience that I have learned recently. I was working on a Scratch website. Scratch is a kind of website where you can make some kind of interesting games, some kind of interesting projects. Basically, it's to the best of my knowledge, it's used for to teach the kids about some kind of interesting things about coding, like they can use the loops, what's the importance of conditions, loops, then some other things about coding. So it's interesting because the process of Scratch website is to making effective games or making games by like learning process is really good in Scratch website because it's showing the exact projects or exact demonstration about games, and the result is showing. That's why the peoples who are using this website feel interesting about using these applications or using this website. So you can make lots of things about like lots of little projects, lots of little interesting games through a Scratch website. But today I will share with all of you about how we can make a fruit catcher or a project or fruit catcher games through a Scratch website. So I want to just directly jump into the Scratch website. Let's see how we can make a fruit catcher project or fruit catcher games through a Scratch website. So let's go to the Scratch websites. Scratch. Okay, I think I'm audible enough. Yeah. I think I need some more information. Give some more information about Scratch websites. I have noticed now some of the coding schools, like online schools, based, and they are basically demand about they are demanding about knowledge about Scratch. Whenever I was firstly going through, I have little knowledge about. I had little knowledge about Scratch website, but whenever I going through the Scratch website, it seems a little bit easy to me because that I mentioned earlier. It's interesting to learn, and I think all of you will feel something like interesting because we are going to make games through Scratch websites. So let's see. We have selected a uh, new file, and whenever you sorry, whenever you want to enter into the Scratch website, you need to sign in with your uh, email or some kind of process you need to follow. I'm already signed in, so I don't need to sign in again. So how we can make the fruit catcher website? Firstly, we want to what we want to do actually here. uh, just wait. I think that's the best option to bring here. Firstly, we will select a ball, like it's the kind of things which are catching the fruits, kind of ball, and the ball will placed in the x coordinates, and it will catch the fruits which will drop from the above side or upper side of the screen. So it's very easy, like but here is the condition is the ball must be moving the x-axis from left to right, right to left, like whether, like for the reason it can be catch the fruits which are dropping from the above or dropping upper side of the screen. So let's see the first option that we mentioned earlier. Firstly, we will select a ball for this. Yeah, yeah. We can increase the size of the ball. I think we can make it 150. Yeah, 150. Then We can select a very good backdrop. I think it's taking time. Okay, we can select the blue sky backdrop. So it looks good actually. So sorry. Firstly, we will give some condition on the ball. That's why it can move through the x-axis, from left to right and right to left. For this reason, we need to go to the events options and select the green flag is a starting point means. And for this starting point, it means whenever you click on the green flag, the project will start, or the things that are doing here will be start actually. The next thing what we want to do actually, we will give some condition here. So we need to go to the control options, and we are giving some condition here. If condition, if then, like if we press, suppose for example, if we press the left arrow key, the ball will go to the left side. If we press the right arrow key, the ball will go to the right side. So we need to give some more condition here. Go to the sensing options, and like yes, you have selected the key press options, because we mentioned earlier, key press, whenever we press the left arrow key, go to the ball will go to the left option, left side. And whenever we will press the right arrow key, the ball will move to the right side. So options, we have select the right arrow. For this, we have select these things in the right arrow, and we are if these things happen, what it would be like, what it will do actually. For these things, we go to the motion options. It will go to the x-axis, set to x, or yeah, change x, set to x, yeah, set to x 10, yeah, let's say. So we have set the condition set to x, and we will do the that is the part that we have done for the right options, or for moving the ball to the right side. We'll do the same thing for the left side actually. Just copy the code uh, and paste it here. Sorry, Control C, Control V, and we just change the right to left here, and the value must be negative value, because we know whenever we are talking in the x coordinate, the left side of the x coordinate considered as a negative part, and the right side of the x coordinate considered as a positive part. So that's why whenever we select the left arrow, it's the negative value, and whenever we select the right arrow, it's the positive value. And once more condition we need to hear, because forever conditions, forever means it will do again and again. So definitely we need to set it here, and we need to the whole code inside the forever condition. So let's see whether it is working or not. Just do it. Okay. So here we are saying that we already done the code, and now let's see whether it is working or not actually. And we are facing one problem, that the code is not working actually, or the ball is not moving properly. It's moving but a little bit. So what's the problem actually? Maybe we have done some mistakes here, that we have set to set x to 10 actually. Here that is will not work. We need to change this actually. What you can do, to again go to the sensing actually, sensing your motions, and select change x. Okay, now set this option here, condition here. I think it will work. I think it will work. Let's see whether it is working. Yeah, now it's working well. So the first part of the options is done by us. Yeah, now we are going forward to the next options. The So now in the fruit option, firstly we'll go to the select a fruit, any kind of fruit. Like by default we'll find some of the things here. We have selected the apple, and yeah, we can we can change the size of those things. It would be good if we can set it as a very little things. So we will um, what we will do on the fruits part actually. In the fruit part, firstly we will make sure whether the fruit is placed on the upper positions on the screen, and moving from left to right, right to left, consistently or frequently. Again, I want to say, firstly we will set the condition whether the fruit is like a fruit will be placed in the upper position, and it will moving from left to side, left to right, right to left. So what I need to do actually for these things, go to the events again, go to the and when options, then go to the sensing. Yeah, I'm randomly doing this. Yeah, the sensing, and set the things as options. So what we can do here, just select this option here, go to X and Y, and uh, and then get the pick random value. It is working or not. Minus 240, 40, and here is just 240. Yeah. Uh, Here is, I'm explaining why we are setting the value is minus 240 and plus 240, and why here is 180 actually. Pick random means look at here actually. In the x positions we are setting the condition pick random. We have said earlier that we want to moving the apple, just a bit, we want to moving the apple in the upper position, but it will moving through x coordinates from left to right, but from the upper position. So that's why we have set the x coordinate value as a pick random value minus 240 to plus 240, because the whole length of this screen is minus 240 to plus 240. And as we don't want to any kind of change in y axis, so it will remain 180. So let's say, yeah, whenever we are run the run the code, now we are watching that it's working and it's moving randomly in the x-axis in the upper position. Okay, I think it's done. So now, going to the next options, uh, we want to make sure whether the fruit is dropping from the upper position. So for these things, what we can do actually, for these things, now we are going to the event options. No, go to the control options, and set a condition forever, and as it will drop from the upper position, so definitely we will consider it will go to the motion option maybe. Yeah, yeah, change x. So we will consider as a minus value, because we know whenever we are considering the y coordinates, the upper part of the y coordinates considered as a positive value, the lower part of the y coordinate considered as a negative value. That's why we set it here as a negative 10, because the fruit is dropping from the upper positions. So let's say run the code. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Here is a problem, we are facing a problem. It's not a problem, like we are doing this code part by part. So here is the next part is, let's see, whenever I'm click the run option, it's dropping from the upper position, but after dropping the fruits to the lower part or the ground position, it is stopped. But we want to do this again and again, like whenever the fruit touch this level or touch this ground, it will go up again. So for this, what we can do, we will again, yeah, we will again set some condition here. If condition here, if the ball is touch or the fruit is touch the ground, it will go up again. So for these things we need to do, we need to go to the operators and less than operator. Less than, here is the value is showing minus 180, so we will set it uh, minus 179, and here we will set the y position. Sensing maybe good options. X positions or y positions. Just wait. Yeah, you set it the y position, and when the y position is less than minus 179, if we have set the condition, whenever, just wait, C Control V and set the condition again and make the code complete. So what we are doing here actually, let's run the code, then we can explain. Okay, I think it's good enough to be understanding. Let's say whenever the fruit is touching the ground, it's go up again. Actually, it's going up again, touching the ground and going up again. So I think it's easily understand what is happening in is here actually, and the things we need to understand in the code, that if whenever y position is less than minus 179, whenever it touch the ground, then it going up again and drop again. So that's the thing. Stop the code. But one thing in the next part we will do, or we will do the things that actually in the previous part we have mentioned about, we want to catch the fruit to the bowl actually. But here we can see it's not seems like that the bowl is catching the fruit. It's something like it's skipping the like sorry, it's skipping the fruit actually. So for this reason, or for these things, we can do a code here, another code in the fruit section. Whenever the fruit touch the ball, it will go up again. For this reason, we will do the same thing. Go to the event and go to the control options. Set the forever. Set the if condition here, and set the things again. Whenever you touch the ball, it will go up again. So set the condition here. Go to the sensing option, because I mentioned